calculating areas and perimeters of kites, parallelograms, rhombi and trapeziums. If you're revising, you can pause the video and have a go at these 4 examples. First of all, we'll go through these formula in the box. For a parallelogram, the formula is the base times the perpendicular height for the area. So B for the base times the height, or BH. The formula for trapezium is given in an exam, but you should be familiar with it because you need to know what the letters represent and how to use it. A and B are the parallel sides, so you add them together, A plus B. You then multiply that by the height, which is the distance between the 2 parallel lines, and then you have your answer. If you're doing questions with a rhombus can be considered to be a parallelogram when finding its area, or it can be divided into triangles. A kite can be divided up in numerous ways into triangles to find its area. So in the first question here, we've got a kite. And the measurements we've got here is 9 and 4, and they represent, the 9 is the whole way across, and the 4 will be the whole way across as well. So it's symmetrical in the vertical sense, so I know if it's 4 the whole way across here, I know it's 2 and 2. So I could put 2 and 2 there. 9's the full way up, but it's not an equal split there, as you can see, obviously. So what I could do is take the triangle on the left-hand side, and I know that the height of that's 2, and the base of it is 9 if you turn your head round. Base, perpendicular height. So the area of that triangle, is half times the base, which is 9, times the height, which is 2, and that gives you 9. This kite is obviously 2 of those triangles, one on the left and one on the right. So the area of the kite is 9 times 2, which is 18. Let's now consider the area and perimeter of the parallelogram. We'll begin with the area. The formula for the area is the base times the height, and the height is the perpendicular height, not the slant height. So we take a base of 8.4 and the height is 4.9. 8.4 times 4.9 is 41.16. Then, if we get the perimeter, it would be adding up all the sides together. So 8.4, top and bottom, and then 6.2 on the left and 6.2 on the right. Or 8.4 times 2 plus 6.2 times 2. And that gives you 29.2. Our units in the question for area would be centimetres squared, and for the perimeter, centimetres. Example 3. Here we have a trapezium. So I'll just remind you of the formula for it. It's a half, add the parallel sides, and multiply it by the height. You might not have the multiplied sign in, but that's what it implies when h is beside the bracket. So in this question, if we just substitute in the values, a and b are the parallel sides, so 10 and 20, and the height of the trapezium is 8. You can put that in the calculator and it should be able to work out the answer, or if you're doing it without a calculator, you add your 10 and 20 to get 30, that's inside the brackets. 30 times 8 is 240, and then half your answer gets 120. And that's centimetres squared. By the way, you don't have to, after you add the 10 and 20 to get 30, you can times by 8 first, or you can half it first, whatever you prefer. So I could do 10 plus 20 is 30, half that is 15, and then 8 times 15 would also give me 120. Question 4, find the area and perimeter of the rhombus. So the rhombus is inside a rectangle, and if we split it up into 4 bits, you should see that the rhombus takes up half of this rectangle, takes up half of this rectangle, half of this one, and half of this one. So it basically covers half of the rectangle altogether. So the area of the rhombus is going to be the area of the rectangle, 8 times 6, but then half of that because it only takes up half of the rectangle. 8 sixes are 48, and half of that will be 24. So 24 centimeters squared. Other ways you could do it, you could look at finding the areas of the triangles. The triangle having a base of 6 and a height of 4. And find the area of that triangle and then double it because you need 2 triangles. The perimeter is a different story. We don't know the slant, the diagonals here. So we're going to have to find them out. How could we do that? Let's consider the bottom right triangle. This one here. The whole way up is 8, so the height of that triangle would be 4. And then the whole way across here is 6, so the base of that triangle would be 3. We want to find out this diagonal or slant, and I'm going to call that h because it's the hypotenuse. It's the longest side of that right angled triangle. And at the side here, I'll work out h. Pythagoras' theorem tells me that h squared is a squared plus b squared. The longest side squared is the short side squared plus the other short side squared. So in this case, 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 squared plus 4 squared is 25. So to find the hypotenuse, we have to square root 25, which gives us 5. So this slant or hypotenuse is 5, so all of these sides have a length of 5. So the perimeter would be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 4 5s, which is 20 centimeters.